Hey internet friends, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the inaugural video of the channel. I'm out here in the Pennsylvania wilds. Gonna spend 3 nights in the wilderness. I can already hear a lot of nature activity, some frogs chirping, maybe you can hear that. But I'm gonna do some fishing as well. Catch some trout, hopefully, we'll see. That's it, so let's get on with it. Alright guys, I just hiked in 8.6 kilometers. It's about 5.3 miles. And I'm at my first night's camping spot where I'm going to set up camp. And I'm about 30 meters or 100 feet off of a little trout stream off to the left here. But that's not the one I was hoping to fish today. So I'm going to try to get camp set up pretty quick. I'll give you a quick tour of that. And then I want to get out there and try to catch some fish. So here we go. All right guys, so took me a little longer than I hoped to set up camp, but here's the finished product. And just a little note to those of you who have not done backpacking before, or maybe have done it a couple times with a tent. I personally prefer the hammock for backpacking. I like it. It's more comfortable. You can set it up in a lot of places, but you have to have, and this sounds weird, but you have to have the perfectly spaced trees, and not perfect, but they have to be correctly spaced. You can't just throw it up between any old trees. Some are not, you know, the hammock has to be long enough to reach, and the trees have to be far enough apart so that the hammock hangs properly. But anyways, I'm not an expert on backpacking by any means. There are plenty of channels out there that are way more, can explain things a lot better than I can. But anyways, here's a setup for tonight. I got a rain tarp up there. Of course, it's folded over on itself, so I'll pull it out whenever I'm ready to set up, go to sleep. I got a mosquito net. I did bring the underquilt because it is going to get cold, especially Saturday night. It's going to get down to about 0 degrees C, which is freezing, of course, 32F. So, you know, some of you may say, well, what do you need a mosquito net if you have an underquilt, if you need the underquilt? Yeah, well, I've already gotten attacked by some mosquitoes here, so yeah, they're definitely out, even in this cooler weather. And they'll probably go away when it gets colder, but for now they are definitely flying around. In fact, I just see 3 of them right now buzzing around. So anyways, that's the setup. I'm not going to be able to fish the creek I was hoping to fish. So I'm just going to go ahead and fish this little trout stream behind me. And in the morning, I'll go down and fish the other stream I was hoping to. All right, guys, I'm out here on the stream. The light is really low. It's getting dark. I got a little dry dropper on right now. I'm gonna give it a shot. If it doesn't work, or if I get snagged or something, I'm calling it a day, because the light is too low and I just can't tie flies when the light is this low. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. So let's get to it. Well guys, it got dark really quick, as it does in the woods. And I made a few casts into a few spots, and I could not see anything. So I gave up on fishing for the day. Unfortunately, I got off to a late start today. Anyone who knows me knows that will not find that as any surprise. But anyways, I'm making dinner now, heating up some water, and gonna eat, and then just get in the sleeping bag and warm up a bit, and probably fall asleep. So I will see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning. As you might be able to tell, it rained pretty good here last night. It got really cold, we'll tell you that. I just checked my thermometer, and it said it was about +5 or around 40 degrees F. It may have warmed up just a little bit with the sun, but I'm sure it was just not much colder than that last night, but pretty cold. So about to have myself a cup of tea, break down camp, and get to fishing hopefully. All right, so I got camp all packed up. Getting ready to head down to the stream, the main stream. Hopefully catch some fish. And I cleaned up everything, made sure I left nothing behind, leave no trace, live by that. And really, as an angler or even any kind of outdoors person, you should be a conservationist as well. Because without these lands, without these clean, cold waters, especially for trout, we just wouldn't be able to recreate like this. So thank you to Pennsylvania Department of Fish and Game, and also Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources for taking care of all this stuff and making it possible for us to do this. So I'm off, and I'll catch you at the stream. All right, guys. So I spotted a fish in behind this little waterfall here, just sitting in there. So I got a dry dropper on still. Let's see if we can't hook up with him. All right, second or third cast, got him hooked up here. Got my drag a little too light. Of course, when I need my net, it's not available to me, as luck would have it. Oh, he just made his way down to this waterfall. Looks like I finally got him tired out enough here. See? Okay. And I just fell in the creek, and he made it to the next waterfall. Nice rainbow. Caught him on a little nymph. Keep him in the water as much as I can. Those little hooks are tough to get. Gotta get my pliers out here. Feisty little guy, there he goes. All right, first fish on my trip here. Actually hooked a brook earlier, and he snapped me off on another stream, that little stream up by camp. So one on the board. There we go. All right, guys, I ended up pulling 2 more rainbows out of this stream. So what I'm gonna do is I'm packing up my stuff. I got a long hike ahead of me to get to the stream that I actually came here to fish. It's going to be my, hopefully, a lot of fun. But those rainbows were stockies. They were a lot of fun too. But I'm going to be going for some wild trout. Let's see how it goes. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, I got camp set up for tonight. The hike was a little more brutal than I had planned, so I didn't make it to the stream that I wanted to. So I'll have to get up bright and early tomorrow to finish it's probably about another 2.5, 3 hours. But I'm wiped. I think I went around 14.5 kilometers, which is about 8.8, repeating of course, miles. Anyhow, like I said, I'm pretty wiped. I still got some daylight here. Funny story, I stopped a while back to make myself early dinner because I was starving, and I poured the last of my water, from my bladder into my cup to make my early dinner, and as luck would have it, I spilled it. So I have no water and I haven't eaten dinner. So hopefully I'll be able to make it to the stream quickly, get some water, make dinner, and have dinner for breakfast. So actually we have breakfast for dinner pretty often because I love breakfast, but I don't think I've ever had dinner for breakfast. First for everything, I guess. All right, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Morning, guys. You might notice I have my balaclava on. It is really cold. It was really cold last night. In fact, I woke up to go to the bathroom and I had my headlamp on. I came walking out from underneath my rain tarp, and it was snowing. Yeah, nice surprise. So it's still really cold. I checked my thermometer. It's reading 0. Of course, it's 32 Fahrenheit. So yeah, everything's wet. It was a mixture of snow and rain last night. Woke up a couple times, but sleep was pretty good. I was definitely nice and warm. In fact, I really did not want to get out of the sleeping bag this morning. But here I am because I know I need to go get some water. So that's where I'm going to be heading. I started breaking down camp here. And I just wanted you guys to see something on my rain tarp here. So, yeah, that's ice and snow on the edge of the rain tarp. So it's really cold, but man, what a great place. Nice wooded area. I could hear the wind roaring through the trees last night, and luckily I was shielded because I'm on the other side of the mountain. I'm actually near the top of the mountain here, but I was on the other side, so the wind didn't hit me too hard. So I'm going to finish breaking down camp here and go and get some water. All right. So I ran across this little spring, looks like, and it has a lot of junk in it, but the water looks pretty clear, looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and just filter myself a cup at least, just to get me to where I need to go, and at least I'll have a little hydration. I'm starting to feel the effects of it a little bit. See what it looks like when it comes out. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yep, that's always good. It's been, you may see some snowflakes dropping. It's been freezing rain and snowing all day here. Not the most fun of conditions. There, I'm about to spill another cup of water. This isn't as easy as it looks, guys. Or maybe it's just I'm making it look hard, I don't know. Okay, so I got myself a cup of water. I'm gonna hydrate up and get back to it. Hey guys, so I'm at the final night of camping. Set up camp, filled up my water jug. The stream's right 100 meters away, not even. Made dinner, made my cup of tea, brushed my teeth finally. So I did everything that I wanted to do this morning when I had no water. So anyways, I'm here. I didn't get up quite as far as I wanted to on the stream, but it is the stream that I wanted to fish. So I'm gonna go ahead and start fishing it, see what we can catch. Hopefully my battery lasts long enough to show you guys something. All right. So as is typical me, if there is even a plant or branch or rock or anything even remotely close, I will get tangled in it. And the tangles are unbelievable. Like, I don't even think a toddler could tangle this stuff as bad as I get it tangled. But such is life. So I'm gonna try to get this out and get on fishing again. So the fish have not been cooperating, if there's even any fish in here. Probably upstream there's a maybe. Downstream I think there might be, so tomorrow I may hit some spots on my way out. But this stream here, the section that I've gone through, and I went upstream a good bit, it's all flat rock, no structure, nothing for them to hide. So like I said, I think upstream, maybe downstream might be a little better. We'll find out tomorrow. But since I can't get any fishing done here, and the weather has not cooperated at all, it'll be sort of warm like it is kind of right now. The sun is out a little bit, but you can maybe see ice crystals. 3 times it's happened already where just suddenly the sky opens up and a bunch of ice comes crashing down on you, and 10 minutes later it's like this and it all melts. It's crazy. So since I can't get any fishing done, like I said, I'm going to challenge myself and attempt to build a fire. Over here we have a fire pit that was built by some campers, who knows when. And I'm kind of torn about this. I know when you're camping you like to you know, have a campfire, like I'm going to do actually. But I would prefer to have the campfire and then clean up everything, push it, you know, clear out a spot, have your campfire, brush it all down, make sure it's out good, and then cover it with the leaves again, just like nothing, like no people were here, you know what I mean? But that's just me. This campfire pit has already been made and it's already here. I am not going to disassemble it, I can tell you that. So I'm going to challenge myself and try to make a fire out of wet wood and a box of matches. Let's see how it goes. Well guys, the fire starting was a failure. And it's starting to snow again. Wonderful. So I think I'm calling it a day. I'm just going to chill in the hammock and take it easy, maybe read a magazine, and see you guys in the morning. All right. So my battery died part way on day 3, so I haven't been able to record anything. I'm here in my car now and I have it hooked up to the charging station. So I had planned on doing a little more fishing today, but because of the weather and the fact that my feet are killing me and my legs are shot, I think I'm just gonna head home and call it a weekend. It's been tough. Freezing cold, freezing rain and snow last night and all day today. It's still coming down right now, but I made it. And I will say that it's probably the hardest thing that I've ever done. It was really tough. It was only 3 nights, but the freezing cold, it was tough in the snow and the rain, freezing rain. Anyhow, the fishing wasn't great, and I think it's probably a couple reasons. Is I didn't spend as much time on the creek as I'd hoped, because the hikes were way more than what I expected, and also the freezing cold temperature. I'm sure it made the water cold, and the fish just, they were just holding up in deep holes. Metabolism's shut down, and they weren't looking for anything. And plus, maybe I'm just not that good too. So anyhow, about to make the long drive home, and I made it out safely. So cheers, guys.